Good morning, Gemini. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and I will be doing a general mid-monthly check-in for the sign of Gemini. Any placement, they are literally all good. Question: this smoke that's coming from my incense, I would like to know in the comments if it bothers any of you, if you find it distracting, because it can get really crazy. I think it's cool to go back and watch and see how it changes and stuff, but if it bothers a lot of y'all or most of y'all or whatever, I will move it. It's not a big deal, but I'm just curious. Okay, so I'm doing a slightly different format for these mid-month readings, testing it out to see how it goes, so I would love your feedback. Normally I just do a reading and it's for the whole collective of whatever sign. What I'm doing now is each sign is broken down into 3 decans. I'm not sure if you say it that way. It's D-E-C-A-N, according to the date of your birth. So it's 1, 2, and 3. If for Gemini, the first decan is May 21st to the 30th. The second is May 30th to June 9th, and then the third is June 10th to the 20th. So I'll say that one more time, because I got the Aries one wrong because I had written it down wrong, and I didn't even realize it yesterday throughout the readings. I felt very silly afterward. Okay, but I had written it down wrong, but still. Okay, first decan, Gemini, May 21 to May 30. Second decan, Gemini, May 30 to June 9. Third decan, Gemini, June 10th to the 20th. So wherever your birthday falls, that's the one that's yours. So I haven't gotten any feedback yet, but I'm very curious to see if you guys resonate with all 3, if you resonate with just yours, if you resonate with one that's not yours. Do you know what I'm saying? If you could let me know in the comments, that would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yes. Okay. So what we are asking is, what in the last half of January, what is coming your way that you're not aware of, that you may not be aware of? And then what can you do to remain in the path that brings you to your highest vibrational good? I'm a little today, or right now, so we'll see what's going on. I am very hungry. My morning has been a little whatever, so I haven't gotten to eat yet, but I'm doing that when this is over. So I already heard my belly grumbling, and I apologize. Okay, what we're doing is I'm pulling from the Augure, which is all major arcana for the decans. And then I have so many decks, you cannot see them. And we're just gonna see what we clarify with. With some of them, I'm clarifying with oracle cards first, some tarot first. So we'll see, alrighty? All right, Geminis. The Moon and the Emperor were the 2 that came across so far. Here we go. Strength. Whoa. A lot going on with you guys. The Moon again. This is for Deacon too. Okay. Ooh. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. This is for all 3 decans. And remember, it's for whoever it resonates with. You don't have to be born in that part. You feel me? But I'm just curious to see if knowing that and reading them this way, what kind of impact it has on the reading, if at all. Okay. First decan one came up is Judgment. So maybe there's going to be some kind of resolution that you weren't expecting to come. there's definitely a shift, right? There's a call being put out to your soul. It's like for your soul to come home, metaphorically. Do you know what I mean? In all the ways that would manifest, of like you being at peace, you having the living situation that fits your new part of you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I feel like, sorry, I don't want to start over. I'm not going to start over. Hold on. Something's happening. Hold on. Sorry. I don't know what's happening, but I'm curious to see if this hasn't happened yet, because this is what you're going to face in the last 2 weeks that you're not necessarily aware of. You may not be aware of, right? And I'm so curious to see how this is going to go. It's a very strong vibe coming from this. It's very like kicking ass, taking names, but doing it like Mother Teresa, that type of archetype. Or like Gandhi. I'm so curious to clarify and see what's going on there. Okay, Deacon 2, which is May 30th to June 9th. Y'all got the Chariot. That's overcoming obstacles, conquering them. It's conquering them. It's conquering them and their mental obstacles, right? They're mostly mental. They're things that inform how you behave. So the Chariot is when you've sat with the light and the shadow parts of you, and you've became friends with both. You're very familiar with both, and you've integrated them. You could be at the very beginning of just having done that, or you could be toward the middle or toward master. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be different for all of you. But as long as that's what the essence is, that this resonates with you, feel me? And you've integrated them, and now you are ready. You are amped. Like all of that knowledge and all of that solidity has created power, momentum that is pushing you. You're feeling it like the time is now. The time to do this change is now. The time to move is now. You feel me? Maybe some of y'all are moving, like actually moving locations. And Deacon 3, June 10th to the 20th. Y'all got the sun. Okay. So what it looks like on the surface is that Deacon 1, you don't see coming a change, like a resolution. There's about to be some information that comes in and it changes everything. Deacon 2, there's about to be some solidifying of your integration and then movement. And 3, your happiness. Like there's peace. I feel peace over all 3 of these. There's no stress. All right, and we didn't even, I said the High Priestess, I showed you, right, I think? But yes, underneath all of it, and the devil underneath that, and the world underneath that. So Gemini, it really feels like all 3 of you are in the process of completing karmic cycles that look like they have to do with vices, like those things, devil behavior, right? Temptations, addictions, obsessive behaviors, dysregulated emotions. That's wherever it fits in there. You know what I'm saying? and your intuition is strong. Yes, Gemini. If I remember, I think I might call this your intuition is strong. We'll see. Maybe I'll change it and probably won't remember. Okay. It's clarifying time. This one is in the... Oh gosh, there's lots. So as I go through these, it might take a minute. So if you want to get up right now and get a drink real fast or something, you probably have time to do that while I'm figuring this out, which one it is. I feel bad when it takes a while, but it's not always clear, the direction. It's deciphering. It's not that I always hear a sentence. It's complicated to explain, and I'm not going to do that now. But if you guys have questions, you can ask me, and I can make a separate video and answer them, you know? I would totally do that. Oh. This one? Woo! Wow! Wow! Okay. Tarot of mystical moments, I'm feeling it right up the center of me, into my heart, like into this side. What I think is maybe it's one for each one, because this one feels good too, the good tarot, just in a different way. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? This one. LightSeers. Makes me think of this metaphysical shop that I haven't been to in a while. I don't know if they're open today, but maybe I'm supposed to go there. Maybe. It's a really good one. Okay, Deacon 1, Judgment. This is to tell us more about judgment. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. Cutting bitches out. Cutting those energies off. Finding out what you need to find out. Taking action. Okay. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, your veil is lifted. It's like the truth is in front of your face and you can't deny it anymore. It could be both about external, but I feel like it's more internal. This is like just parts of you that we're still needing to grow, that are healing, you're going to start healing them. These little parts of you that were left over from when you had to protect yourself emotionally, mentally, you know what I mean? Psychically, psychologically, as a younger person. Or just something that you've done for a very long time, when some kind of catastrophic event from outside you happened at some kind of developmental stage. You feel me? Okay. Well, let's see the split in the bottom. We might not have to pull more. The King of Cups. and the Nine of Swords. I'm definitely going to pull more. The Ten of Pentacles underneath the Nine of Swords. The King of Cups on the split, the Nine of Swords on the bottom, and the Ten of Pentacles underneath the Nine of Swords on the bottom. Well, this was about partnership, like a life dream. I don't feel like the King of Cups is you. So King of Cups is a Scorpio card, but it could be any water sign if you're dealing with water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or if you have water in your chart. If you would like to tell me how that works out for you, if at all, in the comments, that would be dope. Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles before the 10, the 2. Trying to make, okay, so this is what is behind you. Trying to make something fit. Seemingly opposing things, people, ideas, energies fit together. Ways of, it's two like opposing anything. Could be viewpoints. You were, okay. And you got to a place where you were feeling really good on your own. Like you don't need to be with someone. You'd like to be with someone, but when it happens, it happens. You were enjoying your moment and working towards your Ten of Pentacles, your everything. I think it maybe was just the idea of it. You have a person in mind or an archetype, a really intuitive, spiritual, emotionally mature, emotionally open, emotionally open, feeling safe to be vulnerable, safe, can hold space for others, inclusive, generous, taking action, take charge from an unconditional love viewpoint kind of partner. Let me pull more. But there's like, Nine of Swords is crippling anxiety. And it's from something you're creating. You feel me? So that's making me think like you have this idea, but you're maybe worried like it's not going to happen for you. I'm not sure. So let's see what else comes out other than the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is anybody who resonates with Deacon 1. But we're on Deacon 1. Oh, absolutely not. That was the falling out anyway. It was the Hierophant on the top. Temperance. Seven of Wands. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. The World in reverse. One more. The Four of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Cups on the split. What? Interesting. Those were upside down. The Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom in reverse. Huh. Okay. I'm going to take them that way. Ooh. I just got missed opportunity through my head, and that happened with Aries, I think, that they're about to possibly miss an opportunity. For them, it was justice. I think it was the World in reverse, and then it was justice. Okay. If that resonates, or you deal with an Aries, or you have Aries strong in your chart, watch the Aries one. Just remember, I got the DECANS wrong in that one, but I put a note in the description for that one. All right. What it looks like is that what you don't see coming is a halt. Five of Swords in reverse. Temperance. Let's see if I can do this. Ace of Swords in reverse. The World in reverse. And then the Four of Swords, which I don't know if I can. Okay. It looks like a beginning that was meant to happen is being halted. And it's being halted for two things. Your physical health and stuff needs to be addressed. There's healing that needs to happen for you. Divine timing needs to be allowed to play out. And there's some kind of truth, clarity about yourself that you are a little bit holding. You haven't integrated it. You haven't accepted it yet. That's pretty interesting. So let's see what you can do, what actions you can take to get you on the path of ease that brings you to your highest vibrational good, that helps you with this, whatever this is. This is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I definitely feel like this is about relationships, intimate relationships. I don't know that this is about one with anyone in particular, but it's definitely about you deepening your ideas and you having a wider net, acceptance. It's also accepting your ancestry. It's about closing up ancestral lines, patterns, cycles, and accepting them, accepting who you are. I think I'm supposed to use the same deck, so I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh, the things that happen in my head. So it wouldn't be annoying if it wasn't annoying, you know? If it was clear, it would be fine. Always fighting with them. Okay. The Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. This is the split. This is the bottom. That's pretty straightforward. What the universe wants you to do to get to where to stay with the wheel turning and not stopping, and the world and the cycles ending and flowing, is to flow yourself, is to really dig in and dig deep on your relationship with Source and who you are, with the light and the shadow sides. Really integrate it. Accept yourself unconditionally in all your ways. Take your things take your issues or your whatever areas one at a time. You'll know when they're integrated because you will react differently. Your body will respond differently and feel differently. Let yourself, anything that's holding you back here. So the Four of Pentacles is like when you're stuck here, instead of being at the 10, you stop at the 4 because it's safe, because it's familiar, because you have enough. You could live, it's settling. It's like, yeah, this is good. Like I could be fine with this, but it's not your ultimate. You're settling less than halfway through. So any behavior, person, or thing that contributes to you settling, it's time to walk away from it. Walk away from all of those things. Everything that doesn't fill your reserve, that doesn't help you preserve your reserve. You have to walk away from it. Keep walking. If you've been walking, keep walking, because if you're resonating with everything else about this, there's some things of truths, hard truths about yourself that, not devastating, just maybe hard to hear, but totally growable. There's some things still that are there blocking you. Okay, whew. Deacon 1, that was intense. Deacon 2, where we at with time? Okay. Deacon 2, you got the Chariot. I'm feeling the Thoth. May 30, June 9. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Justice. And the World. There's always overlap, which I think is super cool. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, I think. The Nine of Cups on the split. The Moon on the bottom. And the Eight of Pentacles underneath that. Okay, exactly, right? So Deacon 2, or anyone who resonates with Pile 2, Deacon 2, this is all of the work you've done. You maybe don't see that this is about to happen. You're about to be going to the next step. The Moon is saying that there's still maybe one more thing that hasn't been revealed to you yet. Then that could be self-aware, like self-revealing, or externally revealing to you, you know? But it's all to what you're a master alchemist at yourself. You're reaching your goal. Congratulations. There's this piece, the Five of Pentacles, which is feeling lack, not enough, left out, not worthy. That is, I think, the last obstacle for you to overcome. Because you have Justice and the World. That's completion. That's all of the karma that needs, and this is also the Libra card, by the way, if you have Libra in your chart. It's very much about emotions and your intuitive, your emotional, and your intuitive heart. I don't know how to say this. It's about coming into your own power as the Queen of Cups energy, as a source and a wellspring of unconditional love. It's integrating your seemingly opposing sides of you. It's bringing them together. It's looking at all the facts, understanding the lessons, accepting all of it, and moving forward, head up, right? Stronger roots. It's like every time, what I keep seeing is you walking down a street, and every time your foot touches the ground, the earth, your shoe, there's power being exchanged. There's energy being exchanged, and you are aware of that now. And so I don't know, I don't know how to explain it any more than that, but that's what it's happening in my head. I see it. Okay. That's dope. Let's pull cards on what you can do to just keep making sure that happens, right? Because it's something you may not be aware of. So I feel like you might still be in that self-doubt part, the lack, fear of abandonment part. Maybe that's the piece that's coming up as the thing that's off. Justice is going to be about to be served, and the cycle is about to be closed. Okay. Remember I said I was going to call this reading something? I can't remember what it was. The Hierophant. On the split, you got the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And on the bottom, you got the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight. And what came out was the Hierophant. This is all about honoring your ancestral line, all of the good and the bad, understanding your soul contracts, closing up the ones that have stopped you from being fully present in love. You might be like, what do you mean? I'm fully present. I'm always open to it. If you're still carrying self-doubt about whether you're worthy or not, you're not fully present. And that will take away. Do you understand? And that's what the Page and the Page and the Knight of Cups. You might be getting an offer too, but it could be that way for some of you. I don't feel like that's for very many of you. And I'd love to know in the comments if you want to share, but no worries either way. But what I really see it as is you being in a place where you're ready to accept those things and you understand them about yourself. The Four of Cups underneath the Page and the Hermit underneath the Knight. It's okay to be open and vulnerable and put yourself back out there, okay? This is exciting. This could be your person, like, then this is where they are, and what you don't see is they're about to, like, fix their shit up and come back to you, come approach you again, you know, come try to make it right, or just really, I feel like, present themselves. You will know this because you have done all the work on yourself. If you're still in a place of lack, they don't have space to show up for you in a higher frequency because you're down here. You know what I mean? Okay. That was dope. I love these. I really love this deck. I love the illustrations on them. They're so pretty. Okay. Deacon 3. The sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling. Okay. I'm trying to feel which deck I'm supposed to use. The Tower of Mystical Moments. Finally it won. These are pretty. Gemini. I'm like seeing Gem and the holograms in my head. Ooh, maybe this has to do with like Deacon 3, y'all are about to become rock stars or something. Or maybe it's not related at all. Let's see. Okay. The Queen of Swords sideways going into the upright. So Some of you may have Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra, or that might be just the embodiment of the energy. We're going to see. Let's see what's on the split. The Two of Swords and the Fool. We're going to pull more. That could be about like being too much in your head, which is stopping you from taking the leap of faith. Let's see. The King of Wands, sideways going into the reverse. You got a Queen of Swords and a King of Wands. The King of Wands is Leo, but it could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, but it's the Leo card. And gender doesn't matter. It's embodying the energy of that. Okay. This is so interesting. This is so interesting. Oh. Six of Swords. Queen of Wands. Jeez Louise. That's Aries. Okay. This is all fire and air right now. All fire and air. The Sun is the Leo card. You have the King of Wands, which is the Leo card. You have the Queen of Wands, which is an Aries card. You have a divine counterpart in the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And there's a Queen of Swords. So there's literally 3 different people, but maybe not. Like, well, let's keep going. We're going to keep going because I don't know what this is. And I hope this isn't stressful for you. I don't want to make light of whatever situation if this has been a very heavy situation. It falls. Yep. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. This bottom and the is still the same, of course it would be. Okay. Three of Wands going into the reverse. It's sideways. Okay. Okay. The Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. Oh my God. All right, you got 3 sixes. The Fool is on the bottom. The Star is underneath that. The Three of Swords is underneath that. 7 of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay, so all of these readings have to do with truth and clear vision and clarity. And there's great, great heartbreak. Great, great heartbreak and betrayal. The universe is wanting to reward you for all of the healing you've done and all of the hardships you've had to go through. And wants you to take a leap of faith, right? And then embody the Fool, which is an Aries card, the Fool's energy. there's reassessment happening, reevaluation, taking stock, checking on the progress of the path you've been on what you've been putting your energy into, on where you want to go. There's a decision and movement that needs to be made. Maybe you've made the decision and you know that, you're very aware of all of the things that aren't serving you, and you're aware of the actions to take, but you just haven't taken them yet. There's definitely a past life connection. There's definitely a soul connection happening. This is like true Gemini energy, because there's all these sixes, right? The Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. It's like maybe what you don't see coming is there's about to be more healing, and maybe part of that is you having to remove yourself, and you don't totally see that coming. You removing yourself from the situation so you can restore balance for yourself and preserve your reserve so that you have overflow to give, right? The situation, I'm not sure about what is happening. I feel like the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands are you. That is, and the King of Wands is not you. That's some kind of masculine, perceived energy. This is how you see it. So this is someone who falls into this. Someone who you should have been able to count on, who presents as very masculine and sturdy and all of those things that are masculine traits. Protective, should have been able to protect you, should have been able to hold space for you, and hasn't. And it feels like it's a pattern. It's like someone in your family, and then you keep repeating it, and it's not just you, it's going all the way through your line. And maybe the stepping into the Queen of Wands energy for you is the key. Stepping into that Aries energy, the Queen of Wands, so that you can be the Fool and move toward the sun. You feel me? Queen of Wands energy is creatrix. It's feeling the life force energy, the way that it courses through a Queen of Wands or fire signs is that it literally feels with their nervous system and their cells sensual. It's pleasing in a way that has a sensuality underlining everything. It's passion. There's passion in it because it's fire, right? It's beautiful, it's remarkable, it's powerful. It can be gentle and small, but it's always mighty, even if it's small. And it always knows, even from the tiniest spark, who it is at its core. That's the Queen of Wands. She's just in a constant, that energy is in a constant state of being aware of that. So super hot, super sexy. People are magnetically attracted, but they're very, very self-aware, very confident, and very creative. It looks like what could be the issue is your head. You're not always in your power if you're the Queen of Swords energy. in the truth, being the truth. The Queen of Swords is the embodiment of truth, lives in that frequency. So any dissonance fucks that Queen of Swords up. You know what I'm saying? And this is showing that there's some kind of dissonance happening still up here, because it's a way, it's like when people confuse smoking weed with being stoned, like they confuse being stoned and being irie. They're very, 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 very different things. You can get stoned off of weed, or you can be irie when you smoke weed, right? Your brain, your mind has the ability to discern and think and know. You feel me? You have to know when you're discerning, when to bring that in, not think, discern, and know when to be it. You feel me? Okay, so I didn't show you any of these cards. I'm going to show you, but we're going to move on to the what you can do, because these are all beautiful. That's why I'm going to show you them. Queen of Swords, King of Wands. Then we had the Six of Swords come out diagonally. And that was over top of the Queen of Wands, and also was the Six of Pentacles came out in the same diagonal as the Six of Swords. Both of them were touching the Queen of Wands. And then we had the Seven of Pentacles crossed by the Three of Wands. And the Page of Cups crossed by the Six of Cups. Okay, here's the Fool. Phew, that's a lot. That's dope. All right, what can you do? We're going to use these. These are the Curious Creatures, the Tarot of Curious Creatures. What action? No, we're not. Oh my God, for the love of Pete, man. We're using the Nicoletta Ceccoli. I'm bad Italian, can't say it right. We're using this one. Okay. What are the actions the folks who resonate with Deacon 3 can do in order to bring a path of ease, peace, and keep them in their alignment with their highest vibrational good to get them to the outcome or place that you want them to be? The Sun. Yeah, I think maybe that what you don't see is you removing yourself is about to bring in a whole bunch of peace. Your whole next phase. You know what I mean? So let's see. The Nine of Pentacles, which is the mini Empress. It's sideways going into the upright, which is good. It's about embodying you in a way that's grounded. It's taking all your esoteric and all of your tangible 3D stuff and integrating them, aligning them together, and being in a place where you are fully, your reserve is preserved, you have overflow, and you give it when it makes sense. You're able to use the discernment in a way that's very takes everything into account, and you're generous. If you have one piece of bread left and someone else is hungry, you're going to give them half. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But it's not going to take away from you. You're going to give to the fullest that you can without taking away from you. And you are fully happy, and you are fully one with being on your own and independent. No codependence, no feelings of I'm not enough, I'm never going to find anyone, I need someone for this, if I had someone this would just be, none of that. Am I ever going to find someone? None of those things. Because you know that you will. You know that everything that happens the way it's meant to and as it's designed, and for your highest vibrational good. You have to just work on you. that's what's going to bring everything else into, right? The Eight of Wands and the Fool again on the bottom. I'm going to pull another card though. I'm going to switch these up. So the actions for you to take are whatever you need to do to preserve your reserve and grow heal your wounds and grow your existence. Expand your being, your literal space you take up energetically. You feel me? Give yourself permission. I keep hearing it as music. Okay. The moon. The star. The Eight of Pentacles again. Master Alchemist twice, right? What came flying out? The Ace of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The Two of Wands in reverse. Oh, this is dope. This is very much taking ownership of your molecules, of your right to be alive and exist and create and be beautiful and wonderfully you, whatever that is. You are being handed a brand new beginning in that. Remember that I said the Queen of Wands, that was like really standing out strong. You have the Ace of Wands. That's a reward that's a gift from the universe saying, here you go. It's a reward, just like the star is, but in a different way. It's, here you go. You are at the place where you are ready to start going down this path to your passion. Career, something you're passionate about. Love, someone who is your equal and your partner, and there's your energy just is simultaneously uplifting. Your surroundings are inspirational. You know, you have like all of that stuff, everything in place to care for the care and keeping of your creative self. The Nine of Wands is being aware to not give up. Don't give up. You're right there. What comes after the Nine of Wands for you is the Sun. The Sun. Don't give up. It's right there. And the Two of Wands in reverse is you choosing to not choose. This is a choice between settling or not, staying with what in your comfort zone or moving yourself out. And that's what the universe is saying for you to do. You have two nines, right? The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. You're right there. You're just fighting yourself. You're fighting yourself. But you're right there. Let yourself receive, let yourself be, let yourself accept, and let yourself be, and let yourself open. Okay? Wow. These were great readings to read. Thank you so much, Gemini. And let me decide if we're going to do a lantern oracle for you. One for all three of y'all. Wait, god damn it. And we were going to do a hero's journey. Oh, it's been an hour. I hope I'm not late for I have an appointment. I don't remember what time I started, but I think I'm okay. The Hero's Journey, Dream Oracle. Really beautiful images. I'm going to drink some water, and then we're going to shuffle. We've been together so long, the sun is up now. Make the grade with flying colors. Remember, you signed up for this. That's a you got this from the universe. Divine discernment. Step back to find clarity. That's bananas, right? What did you get? Divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. Oh, it's so dope. Okay. I am so drunk, I have lost the way in and the way out. I have lost the earth, the moon, and the sky. Don't put another cup of wine in my hand, pour it in my mouth. Rumi. You said yes to becoming all you can be. Queen of Wands. Yes to becoming your best self. And yes to contributing to the world by remembering your dreams, sharing your gifts and talents. It seems the universe heard you and is responding in kind. Instead of panicking at the loss of who you thought you were, celebrate your gain. Or panicking at the idea of being everything you are and having everything you want. By releasing who you were, you have created space to explore the infinite possibilities of who you shall become. Your divine disorientation is due to the disappearance of the self you've come to know over all these years. Right? 8 of Cups. Yeah. Judgment. Take heart, knowing the sacred storm taking place within is part of your apotheosis. You are experiencing elevation from where you've been to the human you were born to be. The rearranging of cells, molecules, atoms, electrons, and quantum material that holds you together is a wild party. Call it good and revel in divine oblivion. Kundalini awakening. Dream symbol is intoxication. Being drunk in a dream signifies a desire to drop your inhibitions in love and or spiritual reverie. This dream might come as a message to take a sober look at your life and what you are truly committed to, right? With all these swords and seeing clarity, right? We talked about that, seeing it clear. Consider whether you are checking out or dropping more deeply into life. This dream could be affirming that you are allowing yourself to be drunk on love or on life, or that this is your courageous next step. Your mantra is, I am high on life and off my rocker with the overwhelming beauty that surrounds me. Yes, Gemini, you go ahead. Ah, that's great. I hope that this helped. I would love to know how it resonated in the comments. No worries either way, but I would also love feedback on the format and how that worked out for you if you are able to share and willing to share. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for coming and sharing your energy with me, and I will see you in about 2 weeks at your monthly February reading. Bye, Gemini.